captain has turned on the seatbelt light. Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelts. Thank you.
10,
Weekend
9,
countdown.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This program is sponsored by Lightway. Lightway is a simple way. Our specialty is ultralight gear for bright adventures. The basis on which built gear: simplicity, lightness, versatility. We know that gear can be light, functional, and convenient. Lightway lightness is where you are.
The Scrubba wash bag is the world's smallest washing machine and is perfect for apartment living, travel and camping. Featuring a flexible inner washboard, the pocket-sized Scrubba wash bag allows a machine-quality wash anywhere in just minutes.
Culo Clean is a portable bidet bottle cap that you can easily use with any plastic bottle. It is compatible with all plastic bottles. With Culo Clean, you can forget about toilet paper and wipes forever.
Hola, hey, hi, how are you? How are you, Tony Rojas?
So very glad to be here with you for the first time, Jordi. And before we start talking about the subject that we are going to cover here, what is that? Culo
Culo Clean. Culo Clean. Well, let me tell you what is happening, Tony. This summer I will be doing the GR11. The GR11, it's a hiking path that comes from the Mediterranean Sea through the Cantabric Sea, through the Pyrenees. And it's a very tough hike, around 900 kilometers. It's huge. What happened, Tony? The problem is that when I like to go to the bathroom, I like to clean my butt with baby wipes, and then with water and soap, and one of the main problems I had in my mind preparing myself physically and mentally for this hike in summer is how I'm going to clean myself. Not only with water and shampoo, also over there. And I was searching in the internet until I found them. And they are like a bidet, a portable bidet. When you finish doing your feces, you are like this in the country, and you, with a bottle of water, you put this cap and you clean your butt, and it's amazing. But Tony, the other day, one of my viewers and followers told me, Jordi, that's a great idea, but I'm not sure. Why? What happened? Well, because the dirty water will come through your legs to your shoes. Okay. So I was like,
kind of disgusting stuff.
I know. So I don't know, Tony, how I'm going to do this GR11, but I know I will do it, and I will try to figure out. I'm not promising you a video me using the cooler.
No. I'm not interested. So let's get going.
Okay. Well, everybody that is seeing this video is not alive. It's been recorded, and then I will upload it to YouTube. So the main idea is, Tony, is that I would like to have this interview for 1 hour, and in 1 hour, I need to convince you to hike, and you need to convince me to do golf. Which one? You hate hike, and I hate golf. But anyway, before we start this ring, I would like to put a video. About you playing golf. Let's see.
Cuando quieras, ¿vale? Sí. Que esa
I don't know, Tony, if you are Tiger Wood or Tiger Forest.
Come on.
Like your nickname. But who is Tony?
Well, Tony is a normal person. Is a a common guy who. Well, you want to make a little biography or something about?
Yes, I would love. Yes, because Tony, you are not. Tony, excuse me, you are not an ordinary people. You are famous in the
Come
Dominican
on,
Republic. Yes, come on, let's be
give me
honest.
a
You're
break.
famous in Dominican Republic. You used to have a very important radio program over there, and your voice is very familiar. So you're not a regular guy. So go
Well,
ahead.
okay, yeah, well, yeah, as you said, I've been, working on like radio host for more than 20 years in the Dominican Republic. I started out like as a normal DJ in the X102 radio station there in Santo Domingo, which basically is a rock radio station, as is now. They have gone back to their roots, and sometimes they have deviated to more techno music, but now they are going back to their band music. And I started out there by the year 1991, I remember. Then I, created some radio shows like Generation X, where I play mostly grunge music, alternative music by the 1995 to 2000 year. I think it was the time when I host the Generation X, and as you mentioned it, in the year 2000, I started out as a co-host of a very popular radio show called ¿Cuál es tu versión?, which is your version,
Yes,
with
that's correct.
Spanky, Silvia Callado, and Sergio Carlo. And it became very popular, I have to admit it. But as a curious comment, I never knew how popular we were until we finished the show.
Come
And I
on,
know that we
Tony.
were, that we were famous, we were popular. You have but it was very successful. But now that I'm meeting new people here, let's say in Spain, people from Dominican Republic, and people that know who I am. Now I know how popular it was, really. Because we never were conscious of our popularity at the magnitude that we later found out we were. But basically, I'm a broadcaster. I'm a radio host producer, and I don't know what to say about more about me professionally. I can say I'm a broadcaster. I like to call myself like this. And
Well,
that's
your
that's
your
that's me.
your voice is like a broadcaster. You
Yeah,
have a very
well,
incredible voice.
I have made some radio commercials, radio ads for some brands during all my life. I mean,
Oh yes.
here in Spain, the few things I've done concerning to my professional career has been making some, like, models for some publicity. Um, I don't know how to say it, the maqueta.
Mhm. Yeah,
Let's say demos.
like a trial, like jingles.
Yeah,
That's correct.
trial, but paid trials, not free
Wow,
trial. Yeah, for
Tony.
brands. I'm not going to mention the brands because they are not
Don't worry.
sponsoring you. but they
I have
were
I have no problem. If you want to mention, I have no problem.
Coca-Cola, Royal
What?
Bliss, and Schweppes, some olive oil, Spanish olive oil, and some other stuff I don't remember now. But that's my only job that I've done here in Spain. It's not because in all of them were in English. You know,
Wow, Tony.
yeah, my English
Tony,
is not
so
like
you
perfect,
are
but
like international.
well, no, not, let's say that I have the chance to do what I like, which is using my voice. The thanks God that have given me such a sometimes smooth ball. I call myself smooth more than well. I'm not like you're watching something like that.
Oh,
That
Tony.
deed boys. So, well, sometimes I can make it.
Hey,
In
Tony,
the world.
Tony, I should contract you to do my intro for my YouTube channel. You
Oh, it
have
depends how
amazing
much you
job.
pay. It depends on how much you pay. No, it's a joke. Joking. Yeah, I do it for free to you.
Hey, thank you. So, Tony, okay, so when you were living in Dominican Republic, you didn't realize, but I mean, for me, one of the best, let's see how to say in English, radionovela, radio soap,
Yeah.
that you made was the discovering the America, the American continent where you
Yeah.
used to do the voice of Kaunabo, and when I listened it in 2001, I think, and
No, no, no way, because it was created at the finishing. I think it was 2003. It
2003 it
was.
was.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
it was.
so I listening in 2003. Okay, so I listening on January 2004 because I
Yeah,
remembered
for
that I
sure.
was in Loma Linda with my friend Joan Febles, and I remembered that he plays to me. He said, "Jordi, you need to listen this," and when he played it, yeah, it was January the 1st of January 2004, and it drove my attention a lot. The voice of Cao Nabo, and when you
Mhm.
said "Colón, tu maldita madre," and I said,
Yeah.
"Wow, that English should be Colón, fuck you, motherfucker," and
Wow.
and I love that, and I just from all the voices that appears over there, your voice was for me like wow. So I mean, when you go out to a restaurant, because of course it was a radio novela, it was a radio soap, you didn't put a
Yeah.
face. But when you went to a restaurant, did nobody ask, "Hey, are you Colon? Are you Colon?" So nobody recognized you, your voice.
Yeah, sometimes, but most of the time, he has been here in Spain, not in the Dominican Republic. Yeah, and students that comes here to make masters and PhD
Uh-huh.
degrees, people that was mostly the target of the radio station when they know, you are Tony, and every one of them, different people have different best sentences. Let's say you say "Colón, tu maldita madre."
Yo, very
Others
good.
says, can you repeat? Pero ¿a qué fue que ustedes vinieron aquí? Things like this, or lo pisó San pájaro. Something like that. It was very funny how each individual have a very preferred, a very favorite sentence of the Columbus, Christopher Columbus,
Christopher Columbus.
parody. We used to call it radio parody. So it was very, very well done. It was very well edited, very well produced, recorded. Uh, I mean, written. I have some part of the written.
Oh yes. So you're a
Yeah, yeah.
scripter. This is so you do a script also.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the part was written between Memo, Jose Guillermo Cortines, and
Yeah,
me.
Cortines.
Yeah, and we did it. It was very, very, very fun. It was very funny, very uh, hilarious how we were writing and recording that parts. We were, laughing out loud, and it was very a great experience and unforgettable part of our lives. And yeah, it was a great stuff.
Tony, and why it end the program when you decide to move to from Dominican Republic to Spain? If you are famous over there, so how was that transition, and
You
in
know,
which year, of course?
yeah, every part of your life has, a beginning and the end of some process of your life, some part of your life. You keep on moving, you keep on changing and um, prioritizing some things, different things. And by the time we were like, we have like 15 years with the radio show. It started out at 20 no, in 2000, January of 2000, and it ended in 2015. But by that time, the different people, so, my nose is having an allergy. By that time, we we were pursuing different things. We had family, we had children. Panky was, pursuing more a filming career. Sergio Calo was already gone by that time. Sylvia had two children, and I have one. I have to fly back to Spain because I have a first period when I live here, and then they came back to the Dominican
Okay.
Republic. And my wife is Spanish, and I met her there. And we decided to come here because life brought us here um, because it
Oh, what a
was,
beautiful.
yeah, we have to come here, and we did. And we were not, as compromised with the radio show, and it shows. People can tell how much you are into a project, and how much passion do you have, or how less passion do you have. And we were,
Yeah.
like i- uh, decreasing the passion, the involved in what we were doing, and we decided, to later give it an end.
Okay.
Because, yeah, and let's say by that time we were not as popular as we were at the beginning, because the it was many crises. The the people changed, the generation changed, the people that like
Yeah.
you, that were our loyal fans, were growing up, and were pursuing and interested in other things. I don't know, many things, little things that make a bigger one. So we decided to give it an end, and the best way we can. So still, the parodies are all around internet. The songs, the radio parodies like
Yeah.
Colón, Adán y Eva, and Blancanieves and the Siete Rebejillos.
Oh, that was so good. Yeah, that was so good. Actually,
So we're
I will be
finished. Yeah.
putting the links. I will put in the link of all of them so the people can, after this interview, they can click over there in the
Uh,
description of this live.
do you have it? Because I don't.
Well, I will search in YouTube. I know there's some
Okay.
somewhere in YouTube.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, the people, I have all the archives of all the stuff we made, and sometimes people in Twitter, I have the song of the logical song. It was the nominal song parody. Yes, I give me an email address, and I'll send you back. Sometimes people, addresses me to ask for
Wow.
some, stuff of the radio show.
And
And
how
I,
that
I,
make you
I I
feel,
have them
Tony?
all. Well, I've been always a people that doesn't believe that you are something great or famous, or you have some, like, a piece of celebrity stuff. I never have. I never have that. How can I say that perception being famous, or making myself important because I've been popular in some part of my life. Never. So I feel like
Okay.
a normal person, like a normal people. And no, yeah, because we like and we liked what we did. We were enjoying it.
Okay.
It was not like a job, like you have to do it. It was a passion. It was like I'm enjoying this. I like to do this. I like to make people laugh. I like to mock up some serious things.
Okay.
and,
Okay.
and, th- and things like that. So I like it. We liked it, and that's what we did it fine, I think, because people notice and they enjoy
Okay.
it as much as us.
But Tony, let me ask you, with such a talent as you have, and your voice, your charisma, everything that you are so
Stop, stop.
friendly. No, 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 because it's true. It's true. I mean, do you have any plans to create your own YouTube channel to share with people your talent. Because let me tell you, I went into your YouTube channel, Tony, and I love what you did. The only video that you have there, or the two or three, I love them. And
I
if
did it.
if I can encourage you to do more, please do it more, because you're great.
Well, I don't think I'm great, as I told you before, but as you insist, when I did what you see and what I have, the few things, like a couple of things I have on my YouTube channel,
Yeah, something
it
like
was
that.
it was based in the same feeling I told you before. It was because I enjoyed it, because I like it, because I have an idea and I say I'm gonna do this. I want to try this. But sometimes you don't have time, and you have priorities in your life,
Yes.
and to pursue your life, family, job, uh, seems to solve, our daily worries, like as I call it. And then I did it because I wasn't thinking about making a great YouTube channel about this. And that little things that you see that I did, they took a lot of time to produce it,
Yes, I know. Yes, I
because
know.
I have a very very few resources, or possibilities. I wasn't going through a very comfortable economical situation, so I have to prioritize,
Okay.
things to for. I have children. I have a little boy, and I have to. So I always said that if you're going to start a YouTube channel, you have to have how do you say it in English? A niche, maybe?
A niche. Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, a niche. And pursue it. And the most important thing is that you like what you do, because sometimes it becomes a burden and you don't have the time to do a thing, that you do it because you think you have to do it, not because you are not enjoying it. That
Yeah.
I think is whatever you do in YouTube, you have to enjoy it. You have to
Yeah, it's
to
true.
to make it your passion, like you with hiking. You do this hiking channel because you are, how do you call it, a hiker,
Yeah,
or
hiker. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
a
a
hike.
hiker.
It's like a hiking, hitch, hitch and a hike.
Exactly. That's very. They're very similar.
That's related. Okay,
Hitchhiker. Yeah.
so as I was thinking one time, I was thinking making um, a child channel, for children, for
Mm-hmm.
babies. And we
Oh.
bought a lot of, little toys. It was full of colors and things, and we were creating. When I say we, along with my wife, because we saw um, Ryan Toys review and say we can try something like this, and then we stopped it because we didn't really have that passion for making it, and enjoy it. So that's what I say. That's what I haven't started out a real YouTube channel. Maybe I can do something about golf.
I think
Yeah,
that's gonna be amazing.
yeah. With humor, you know that 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 is what I like. You know, Let me drink some water, please.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Ah, thank you. And maybe something related to golf, because now I can say golf is my passion nowadays. I like the golf. Even I was very critic with this sport in the past, and when I started out playing, and I saw that I can do it really, acceptable, good. I say, oh, I like this, and now it's like a drug. It's very, very addicted, very
Oh
addicted,
yes.
very, very. It's not because I say it. It's everyone that that start playing and like golf. Is like you cannot do anything else when it comes to hobbies, when it comes to to free time activities. otherwise like playing golf is incredible. I don't know what it ha- really. I have an idea of what it has, that makes it so addictive, but I don't know. I don't know. It's
But Tony,
maybe
but
then I can do it.
so how was, I mean, first to finish the topic with the YouTube channel, you should start it because I have to admit it, Tony. I need to thank you publicly in front of everybody, the billion of YouTube users. I need to thank you, Tony, because when I start improving my YouTube channel, my
Hmm.
analytics has improved. What thanks to you, because when you started giving me all your tips, all your advices, what to do, what to not do, wow, I mean, my metrics started going up, my subscribers, the viewers, it's been amazing. So thank you so much, Johnny. So if that was you giving advice to me, I mean, you creating a YouTube channel, that should be, incredible. And like you mentioned, when you have a passion, this is not a hobby, because being honest, it's very hard. I mean, I have another things for living. Yeah, I'm not a YouTuber, and
Yeah.
and you need to have consistency all the time, posting all the time, posting. But I think you should do it. You should start your golf channel, and I think it's gonna be great, Tony. I really want to encourage you to do it.
Yeah. The most important thing is to learn about what you are going to do. So in this phase of my golf life or love uh, knowledge, I think I have a lot to learn, a lot of things to learn. So I'm not going to create a channel, even if it's just, with humor, making parodies, mocking up golf, which I think is going to be about. I have to know many things about it. So when I make some video about golfing in any part of golf, it's going to have, because that's humor, when you
Yeah,
make a
sure.
contrast, mock off
Yeah.
things that are reality. And when it comes to my playing skills, I still consider myself a rookie. I have like a year playing and going out to play in a golf course. I've done it just 6 times. You know,
6 times.
yeah, I've been playing. I'm doing most of my golf practice in a driving range. And learning from YouTube. That's it. All the things I've learned about golf, it's been in YouTube.
Wow.
uh, yeah, very very good channels. There are a lot of people talking about how to learn, giving you drills and teaching you this part of the goal. But sometimes you have to make a filter and to
Yeah.
take like a three or maybe three or two guys that that make sense what they say, and they explain it using scientific proofs of how do you say biomechanics sense,
Hmm.
how your body works, how your body move, what is the golf swing as a response of your body movement, because of you have to make a swing or something like that.
Yeah, that's
And then I
correct.
have like two people or three people that they are really really good, and they have that knowledge, some part of their knowledge of the way they teach in common. So it makes more sense to me because um it gives me a clear view of what is really a golf swing. So I learned from them, and I will be a self-taught autodidacta. How do you-
Autodidacta, yeah.
yeah, and I have a lot to learn. I'm still on my diapers.
Well, I have to tell you, yeah, you have a lot to learn, Tony, but the image that we are seeing right now, I have no idea how to play golf. But I love your swing. I mean, I'm comparing you to Tiger
That's
Woods.
that's that's because you don't know how to play golf. Because I see myself, when I see myself, you know, there is something curious about golf. There is real versus feel. Sometimes you feel you're doing
Okay.
something in your swing, and then you record yourself on a video, and you say, "Oh my God, my goodness, I'm doing this terrible. I don't like this. I don't like my swing. At this phase of my golf swing, I don't like it. I have to make some movements and some learnings that take me to where I really want to be.
Okay.
Where I want my swing, my golf swing to be.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you see that pictures that you have now. If you see, this is Tiger Wood, which I call perfection, and that's position that Tiger has is perfect. And if you see mine, it's not nothing until you see my elbow. You see my right left is so extended, and my left arm is not correctly, in the real position. There's a lot of things. Even though I can hit the ball really well with that position, but it's not what I really want. I wanna make a consistency being part of my golf swing, and for that I have to make the right movement with the right sequency to get
Okay.
what I really want. So it's not just like making a pose, and I look like Tiger, but there's a little few things that you don't see, and people that don't play golf don't see, that really makes you a good golf ball
Okay.
striker.
Okay.
And that's it. But don't take that videos or pictures like is like synonymous of a good golf swing. It's not.
Okay. And what do you think? What do you think about this one? Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
Cuando quieras, ¿vale? Sí. Que esa
It was a good.
cuando quieras, ¿vale? Sí. Que esa
You know
I mean,
line.
you have two lines there: the red and the green one.
Yeah,
What's the difference?
that's because you make that's in a post edition of your swing. You record yourself, and then there's a little apps and programs that allows you to trace the ball where it goes, the trajectory, and where it lands. That then when
Okay.
that was the it was a trying. And I have another one which is correct, with just the green line. But that was a good stroke because it was a little fade. What is called a little fade. A fade is a ball that when you hit it, it start
Uh-huh.
out in at the left part
Okay.
of the field and make this little effect turning to the right.
Wow.
But not very, it's not. It depends on how much you want it to fade it. But sometimes when a
Okay.
fade becomes exaggerated, it's what they call a slice. And the slice is
Okay.
never good. It's not
Okay.
good because you lose distance. Uh, uh, you lose the target. You lose how do you say it? Trajectory. A lot of
Mm-hmm. The
things. So
trajectory.
slice is the worst things that most of the 90% of golfers, beginners golfers, has. And that was a good stroke.
Okay.
And the thing is to make it more consistent. I mean, when you hit eight, let's say I want to hit it like 7 times out of 10, like
Okay.
that, and it would be a great consistency for me. It was here with a teacher that told me, it was giving me what in golf is called handicap. It was
Handicap.
my
Okay.
Yeah, he was, watching me, evaluating me as my skills in different situations, in the bunker, the putting green, the hitting, moving the ball, with effects.
Okay.
And you need a handicap to play in a golf course, or I mean, most of the golf courses around the world demands that you have a handicap.
But Tony,
And
give me a second. For the people that that will see this interview that have an idea how to play golf. I listen that many often. Not my handicap, but you need a handicap to enter to play. But how's that measured? I mean, who is in charge to verify your handicap? I mean, how that works? You can, I mean, a friend of you that it's counting. Hey, no, my handicap. Okay, let's play. Or it's an official regulation. I don't know.
Yeah,
Me, I have no idea.
it's an universal, right? Let's say
Oh,
average. Let's call it. The highest for adults is 36, 36, and the lower the better. So actually, I'm just 26. You know,
okay.
if you want to lower that score, that number, you have to
Hmm.
play because that number means the strokes you have to make dependence of each hole, which have a very a specific difficulty.
Okay.
And if you are 26, let's say, I don't control it very exactly, but it's if I'm 26, I have to, and I'm in competition. I have like three or five strokes more than is permitted in a specific hole. Let's say if the hole is a par five, if I do like a par five means that you have to get that little ball in the hole in at least in five strokes to make it decent. If you make it lower,
Okay.
great. You make a birdie, you make an eagle. If you make it over that five par, you make six. That's what they call a bogey. So it's one over the par. Double bogey is two over the par, and so on. If I'm 26 and I'm competing with somebody, it means that depending in the hole,
Okay.
it's it's more complicated having like
No, but
stable four or
okay,
something.
Tony. But
Okay,
let
okay,
me ask you. For example, let me ask you. I have this image. I mean, you
okay,
start here, and then yeah, because I'm asking you in the point of view that I never play golf in my whole life, and I don't understand how it is.
okay,
But my question is, okay, you start hitting the ball here, and you have
okay.
to goes here to this area, and then so here you have to the perfect or the ideal is to do it in three hits. I am understanding correctly.
No, no, but as you see at the top of that image, it says hole six between those
Hole six,
green,
yes, yes, yes.
yeah, green arrows, yeah. And under that, below that, you say par four. That's a
Par
par
four.
four
Okay,
hole. You
okay.
have to make it at least in four to make a good score. If you do it under, it's great. It's a birdie. You make one under the par. If you make an eagle, which is very hard, it's more difficult, you make it in two.
Wow.
But if you make it over four, let's say it's five, a bogey, for rookies like me, a bogey or maybe a double bogey, it's not that bad because we are learning. I mean, that was the third time I think, or the fourth time I was in the golf course. As
Okay.
you see, the first mark
Mm-hmm.
in the field, it was where my driver, which is my starting hit,
Oh,
landed.
I
Not
got
not
it.
landed, uh, ends. It ended.
Okay.
It ended there
Okay.
because it bounced and stopped there. It was 245 meters, which in
Wow.
yards is like 260 something yards of total carry.
Okay.
And then the 141 means the distance between that point to the flag,
Okay.
which
Okay.
is in the green. So you have to make in the strokes, put it there, and then get the putter and get the little ball in the hole. Get it in the hole.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but my second stroke was that those little white marks, white spots, those are bunkers.
The what?
Bunkers are like
Okay. Yeah.
holes full of
Sand.
sand.
Sand. Okay.
yeah, of sand, and very difficult to get it out of there. Most of the people, mostly the beginners, fears
Okay.
the bunkers.
Okay.
I can't have to say that I don't feel the bunkers because I like it. I like, and sometimes I'm very successful getting the ball out of the
Yes.
bunkers. Yes, on the first time I like it. So for me, getting in the bunker is not a problem. I mean, I can say that even at my little um, knowledge or skills, golf skills, I can take it out very easy. I mean, because that's something that I like. And hitting
Okay.
the driver, I hit it with very power for
Okay.
my age and for my
Okay.
skills. I'm
Okay.
improving, and I want to improve more. In people who see me playing, people that have 40, 50 years playing golf, they, oh, I can't believe you have that short time playing,
Wow.
and you hit it that well. That's what, uh, how do you say, encourage me
Encouragement.
to
Yeah,
keep,
that's
yeah,
correct.
to keep on learning.
Give learning. And Tony, okay, that and what happened if the ball goes to to this tree? I mean, is a rocky mistake, or even a professional can hit it to the trees?
A professional can always make a very bad shot.
Oh, yes.
Everyone who plays golf, if you don't want to make a bad shots, don't play golf because even at the highest level, even Tiger Woods, even Jack Nicklaus, even you can mention the legends, the greatest of all times, they sometimes hit it bad because they make a bad swing. They have a little make sometimes a bad movement because of the wind, because the
Okay.
environment depends much. Sometimes you hit it great, but the winds take it right to that trees,
Okay.
and to hit it in the trees is very uncomfortable because sometimes when you reach under those trees, you don't have a clear second shot, to get it. So you have to make a compensation, um, a recovering stroke to get the ball back to the fairway, and you lose. Now, the less strokes you make, the better. So when you have to
Okay.
make, that leader uh, stroke, a shot to the middle of the fairway, it's like losing, one time.
Okay. Okay.
Eh,
Okay.
You don't like it. So if you hit it sometimes out of the fairway, it's not that bad, depends on where it lands. But when it hits out of the limits, it's a bad thing because you have to, you have to take another ball. When you lose a ball, you have to bring another one, and you have a penalty stroke.
Okay. I
So
got it.
instead of being your second shot, it's your third.
Okay.
So the thing here is to make the less strokes possible,
Okay. Okay.
and that's it.
Tony,
That's it. You don't try to. It's better to hit it in straight to the
straight. Yeah.
fairway than longer.
And about this, let me could ask you two things, Tony. Um, is possible, or this only happen in movie that people can hit it so hard that can take it from here to the flag area? Is that possible, or that's only happen in movies?
You see at the top of the image when it says 363.
Yes.
That's the distance in meters
Uh huh.
from that point, which is a yellow T, is for amateurs, because it's longer. For professional, they have to hit it back, so it's longer for a
Okay.
professional. And
Okay.
then there is a T from ladies, which is closer.
Okay.
Yeah, and sometimes I have like four different T distances. So that's it. So to hit it like 363 meters is just for professionals, enough for all of them. So
Okay.
taking it from the in a par four, hitting a driver, which is the initial shot you make with the
Okay.
big dog, as they call it, you have to be a very powerful driver hitter. You'd have to be like a Bryson DeChambeau, maybe Wilco Nandiver, Cameron Champ, to mention some of the longest
Okay.
PGA Tour players now.
Okay.
It's not an easy task. The best thing is, you have a par four. If you can make it in two, great. If you can make a
Okay.
birdie, which is what everyone is pursuing because birdies
Okay.
increase your score,
Okay.
it's great. So in the par three, which is shorter, that's very very common for
Ah, it's
professionals.
very
Sometimes
common. Okay.
for
Okay.
professionals, it depends on the whole difficulty. You see now the players that have finished yesterday, with Scotty
Okay.
Schiffer won it. There is the 70th hole of that tournament is one of the most difficult holes
Oh.
around the world because it's like a little land surrounded by water, and the
Okay.
green is very unstable. There's slopes that goes down and up, and if you're sometimes it's very windy. If you
Okay.
hit it, they all hit it and put it there in one stroke. But the thing is, if you hit it longer, shorter, it goes to the water. Sometimes you hit it great, and the wind puts that ball in the water. And
Okay.
sometimes it bounces in the green, but it keep on rolling, and then it goes to the water.
Oh my God. Oh
It's
my
very
God.
difficult. Very, very. Last year it was a nightmare for most of the players, and this year it was less because
Why?
because it was very windy. The wind
Ah,
speed, it was like 25 miles per hour.
okay.
It, it was very, very hard to keep that ball on the green last year, and this year was kind of easier.
And Tony, um, for example, I mean, I used to play baseball in my past when I was
Yeah,
a little boy,
like a good
and
Dominican player.
like a good Dominican. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
correct. And I was very good playing baseball
yeah.
until I
I
got
didn't know
yes,
that.
yes. I was catcher, and I was the
Oh,
fourth base. Yes. So I have
yeah.
a yes, I have an incredible career. Also, I want to continue, but I had an accident, and
Oh,
that a
shit.
ball hit my nose and just desvió mi tabique. Actually, right now, yeah,
Okay.
it is like this. Of course, I don't want to make a surgery, but yes, it is a little bit. And what happened? That in baseball, you mean you need to lift weight and be like a bulky man to hit the ball so hard. But in golf, I don't see those type of player like
No.
so hard to, and even that they hit the ball so hard. I mean, that's how physically how's that possible?
There are some common things. I mean, how can I say it? Let me order my ideas. First of all, I didn't know you were such a good player. At what level were you playing baseball? Uh,
Yes, yes,
at what
I
level?
was. No, we were. I was almost entering the AAA. Yeah, when I was a little boy, but
You were
because
signed?
no, because
Oh,
when I was entering AAA, a few I don't know maybe a few months before I can get a trial, I had this accident that damaged my career.
I
Because
didn't know that.
yes.
But
I was
let me give you a good first. First, well, I'm going to address that physical part that you mentioned, but something very important that most of the people that never have had a golf club in their hands most know. They must know that if you were an athlete of a sport related with the swing, it's more
Mhm.
easier for you to play golf. If you play baseball, if you play tennis, sometimes maybe ping pong,
Okay,
hockey on ice or
okay,
grass, never mind, or cricket. Those
cricket.
sports where you have to make a swing, making a golf swing is more uh, depending in your intuition and the mechanical movement that you were doing while playing that That
Oh,
part. So I'm telling you, for you, if you played baseball at that level that you told me, it's very um, probable that you're going to be a good learning, a fast learning golf player.
but
You're
what
still
happened
young
to
to
me?
learn it.
My point is, Tony, I'm very, I mean, for me, it's very difficult to concentrate. My wife make a joke of me that she said I have a ADA or something, whatever it's called, because I get disconnected very easily, and I need to do physical activities. Um that require me having being excited all the time. That's why I just found that doing hike really relax me a lot because I need to concentrate in the path. I need to concentrate how to manage my strength because the climb that I have to climb. I need to concentrate myself in my speed of walking because I need to get to the B point before it gets dark. And that drive me my attention. I can't, Tony. I tried to play golf once, and it was in the summer of 1994 in Georgetown University that I studied there. And one day I tried, and I said to myself, Tony, you know what? This is not for me because I was hitting the grass. And I said to myself,
Normal, normally. I mean, you started out with a driver or with an iron. The first time you, no,
Tony,
you know,
the,
the
the
driver
first
is
The first and the only one. I know it was in 19 summer of 1998, 1994, and I was playing with a friend. I
yeah, but
was
what
14.
with this with one of this?
It's one
Let
of
me see.
these, and the first hit was with a bulky
Of
one for
course.
the first, and then with that.
That the driver. That's what I started out playing. When I started out playing, it was a driver. The a brother in love, my brother in love, give it to me. An old one, very, very. Let's say a garbage driver because it was like for 40 years old. And I started out and I hit it well. You know, I hit it long and straight. And I didn't reach that level of baseball playing that you mentioned. You know, it was like playing in my early ages. It was not like I was a child when I played baseball, and it was easy for me because I played vitilla, and I said if I can hit
Yeah.
a
Oh
vitilla,
yeah. Oh
I
yes.
can if I can hit a vitilla, great. I can hit this great, and I did. So it was because nobody told you some little tips, but I'm sure that if you were a great baseball striker, you easily can become a good golf ball striker also. So it depends on if you like it or not. If you are very enough passion, you have the the amount of patience needed to learn. I think you're going to do it right because it's just golf is about repetition. Make the movement many times that your brain absorb that movement and make it unconscious later. You
Okay.
can make it unconsciously. Like when you are throwing a baseball, you don't think how you're going to move to throw it. You just throw it and throw it right. And when you walk, when you take something, when your muscles make the natural movements to do some action, that's golf. You repeat something so many times, a lot of times, then your brain absorb that movement, and then you make it unconscious. Sometimes when you go to the golf course and you think a lot about how can you drive, how can I move my hips, my legs, my shoulders, how to move my arms, my wrists, then you make a mess. But if you go and just say, okay, I'm gonna put that ball in that place, and you know that you have your movement and you think how to, I mean, you know how to do it, then
Yeah.
you hit a great shot. Nothing too much. So Come on, stop doing the hike and and give it a try to golf, and you'll see you'll like it.
Tony, it's a myth, or I mean, it's a tale, or it is true that the golf is just for rich people.
Well, let's say it's not for old and rich people exclusively, because meaning that if you are an old age person, you're an old man or woman, and if you are you have some uh, body issues, on capabilities, you can still play it.
Okay.
But if you want to play it at a higher level, professional level, you must be in a good physical shape. You don't have to be strong as a baseball player. You have
Okay.
just have mobility,
Okay.
because the golf swing, the less you feel the stroke, the heat of the ball, the better, because it's more fluent. It's based on, you know, in the yoga movement more than an athletic. Sometimes when you're with the driver, you need use more your hips. Well, your hips, your legs, the ground forces as they call it. But to make to prepare that part of your body to make a great growth, it's more, it's less than creating muscles, strong muscles. You don't have to have strong muscles to hit the ball farther.
Okay.
That's the point. That's the general point of a golf swing.
You know what? You know what, Tony? I need to invite a friend of you that maybe he can explain us a little bit. Miguel
Cool.
Sainz. Miguel Sainz. He's the most. We are here with the most important and famous reporter, Tony Rojas, and
Come on.
He's tried to convince me to play golf, and I'm trying to convince him to hike. But what happened, Tony? Miguel is a very good open sea
No
swimmer.
caiga en el gancho.
Nah. So, Miguel, we are discussing about, is golf really worth to play a sport, or you prefer to continue swimming, Miguel?
Come on. Don't make it that comparison. That's unfair.
Those are a sport, and
Golf
Miguel is
is
one.
for business.
No, but Miguel for me is one of the best open sea swimmers that I have met. So,
You don't know
Miguel,
many people.
Maybe.
You don't
no,
know
no,
many
but
people.
No, but being honest, Miguel, what do you think about golf versus open sea swimming?
No, that's different animal. Golf for me is to do a business, but I understand the passion that people take in the sport. I have seen people convert to golf. Like you convert to a church, they convert to golf.
Yeah,
It's
that's
an
right.
addiction that they cannot manage. But every people has his passions. It's not right or wrong. But I do prefer swimming because it does for me what golf does for many people.
Yeah,
That is to
yeah.
get out of their head. Yeah.
But
I think
Miguel,
Well, I have to add that swimming is way more demanding than playing golf, of course. I mean, a normal level, like a normal person, not a professional, is more demanding swimming. I mean, I can swim just backwards, For me, swimming is very hard. I don't know if it's my muscles constitution or something, but for me, being a great swimmer is very, very difficult. So if you can practice, if you're a swimmer, you will be in a more great body shape, of course, than playing golf, because golf, it doesn't demand that body constitution or preparation like
I can
swimming.
hit. I cannot hit a straight ball with golf in golf.
Miguel,
Well,
I'm trying to
like
explain that to
95% of
Tony.
people, no, don't worry.
I cannot hit ball in golf. That's impossible for me. So, um, things have their challenge.
Yeah, to learn it is more difficult. Some people say, don't, yeah. Even as I told Jordy before, you can beat Tiger Woods, and it doesn't guarantee you that you will not hit a bad ball sometimes once in a while.
The
Because,
same Tiger Woods had years before he got his groove on again. So every day in the golf course is different, and the state of mind is uh, critical in that sense.
yeah,
Goldie,
that
what you doing?
that's important because golf have a lot of psychological stuff. Very, very. I don't think that swimming or hiking have
The only
some.
psychological part that I need to do now is getting in the cold water.
Well, yeah, that's right.
Once you're in the water, you have to swim.
You got a
No,
point.
Miguel, and also you can be eaten by a shark in the ocean. That in golf that would not happen to you.
Thank you, Jordi, for the encouragement.
Well, while you're playing in Florida, where there are a lot of alligators, sometimes you
Oh, the
can get bitten.
gators,
But
yes, yes, it's true.
they come and go all around the golf courses around Florida.
That's an emotion-packed game of golf.
Yeah.
9 iron to alligator.
You know, Miguel, I was talking to Tony about that. It is to know is it difficult to make one ball in a hole. I mean, one hole in a ball.
Well,
Hole
no,
in
Was
one,
it
huh?
a hole in one. A hole in
the
one.
hole
Hole
in
in one.
one? Exactly, exactly. The hole in one. Tony, I want to ask you, what do you think about this?
That's the hole I told you. That's the 70th of the player.
That is a chepazo. Dominican word.
Echepa. Yeah. I mean, you
Hello.
as a laser, it doesn't guarantee you that the ball is going to go to get it a hole in one. That's why they got so very happy because it's such a
Ah,
paso. You have a lot of good luck because it's not because okay you have to hit it great, but sometimes you can hit 100. You can try that like 1,000, like maybe 200 times, and you won't get it.
oh
It's very,
yes.
very
What I know is
difficult. Say,
he won something great because a hole in one in that type of tournaments usually is a car, a house.
yeah,
Oh
even in
yes,
that hole, in that particular hole, because sometimes, Jordy, that's what I told you. That hole, you sometimes you can hit it great, and the ball, you know, bounce great, and then it rolls out into the water because it's very, uneven.
Es un
It's a
chepazo.
very uneven, yeah. And that time, in that day, I think three people made a hole in one,
in that
making it
day.
like
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, like making it like a record. And during this past the players tournament, like I think three or four hit it a hole in one. But it's very difficult. It's very difficult. And most of the time, it happens on par three holes because because of the distance is shorter, and you can take the ball into the green in one shot. But to make it a hole in one, it's like it's like the highest satisfaction of a golf player.
Okay.
It's very difficult, very very difficult. There are people that play in any kind of or any type of relationships. You can make it through golf. You asked me before if it's expensive. Yes, that's one of the handicaps or the issues of people going
Álvaro,
into practicing practicing this is that's a robot. Yeah.
Mm.
That's a
The,
robot.
the,
Because
¿Qué paso?
yeah, the equipment is expensive, but you don't have to buy expensive equipment
Here
to
to
start
start.
playing it. No,
okay.
maybe it's not recommended. You play, you buy second hands, used or pre-owned uh, clubs and bags and all the stuff, and you then learn. If you think you like it and you want to, that you have improved, that you have improved a lot to keep on playing and getting your brand new stuff, then you make,
Okay.
like they call it, fitting. They
Okay.
make the perfect golf clubs for your swing, your ball speed, your club head speed, and all the stuff. And then you buy the
And
new
when
set,
did
of
you
course,
start, Tony, to play?
like a year before, just a year
So you only
before.
have 1 year.
Yeah, let you measure that my experience in golf in real time. Because even though I've played like 1 year, you have to say how I never taken a golf class. I think once, just once. As I told Jordy, I learned watching YouTube, and I've been out on the golf course 6 times, just 6 times, 6 times. You see the crocodile?
Oh my God. Miguel, I don't know which one is worse, to see a shark while you are swimming, or like Tony seeing a golf, an alligator.
What I know is that when I cannot see the bottom, I swim a lot faster.
Oh yes?
Or what?
I swim a lot faster when I cannot see the bottom of the ocean.
Ah, of course,
It's more motivation for me.
of
Miguel,
course.
Well, guys,
Miguel,
was
explain.
nice talking to you. I was in the middle of doing something here, so I didn't expect to be recorded and interviewed by Jordi.
But
No, but Miguel, thank you so much for joining us. Continue there. I'll call you later.
Okay,
nice to meet
nice
you,
seeing you,
Sans.
Tony.
Bye bye.
Nos vemos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So Tony, and let me ask you the dumbest question. Maybe many people have asked you before. If not, I'm
Uh,
gonna be the
w-
first.
w- Before, keep that question. I want to make it. I want to make clear something for those who are interested in going and starting playing golf. You
Okay.
don't have to be afraid of playing this because it's expensive. No, you don't have to spend a lot of money to play. I think the most complicated are the golf courses in some countries because they are very exclusive. Sometimes, most of the time, they are very expensive. To play 18 or 9 holes. In a country like Spain, you have the federation courses you can play even without requirements. You
Okay.
can start learning. You can hit balls on the driving range because you pay for balls,
Okay.
specific quantities of balls, and then you start learning playing. If you want to take classes, well, I don't recommend it to take any golf teachers because for me most of them makes you to learn slowly and difficultly, to for you to pay more classes, because
Okay.
it's an industry.
Okay.
But to learn it, it depends on how much you like it and how if you have a friend or a place where you can practice, you'll see. Then, if you want to expand money and getting more sophisticated or new equipment, then it's a choice. But it's not. Um, the clubs are not. How can I say? Cheap, but they are
Okay.
not that very high expense. I think the most complicated when it comes to money is to get a golf course where you can play.
Okay.
Because for me, I'm part of a club, a familiar, country club,
Yeah.
which being part of it is not expensive, and they have a very good golf courses. And
Okay.
to play 9 holes or 18 holes is ridiculous
Oh
ship.
yes.
Yeah. I'm taking them all more, less than 10 euros for nine
Wow.
holes. Maybe 6 euros for 9 holes. So that's ridiculous.
Wow.
When most of the courses around the world, you have to pay more than 150 or 2,000. It depends on the course. But it's it's not something to be afraid of if you like the
Okay.
game.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
So have what's your next question?
No. My next question, I think my next question is that, and with this one, I think we just got to the end of the interview, but
Okay.
this is a question that I have myself from many years ago. Um, did you really lose weight when you are playing golf? Because you're like hitting the ball and that's all, hit the ball and that's all.
No, I mean unless you get a buggy, yeah, that little car, electric car, to move it around. But if you um, let's say Tiger Woods recently said he used to lose like 4 pounds for each 18 holes.
Okay.
And I tell you this for truth: if you're going to play, it depends on the golf course, but sometimes the golf courses are, downhills, uphills. And then if you play 18 holes in an uphill, most of the holes you have to climb and go down, then climb, and then there's a long way to get to the next hole, and you do it by yourself on your feet, um, carrying your own bag full of clubs.
Okay.
It's not for everyone, which is not in a good physical shape. I tell you, when I play sometimes 9 holes just with my bag, with my bag, a golf bag, in a little trolley, pushing
Okay.
and carrying my bag in the trolley. And when I reach the 9 hole, sometimes oof,
You are so
I say I
tired.
cannot play 18 holes. But no, not everyone can carry a bag full of golf clubs and walk, climbing up hills with that bag. That's what these professionals use caddies, people that helps them,
Okay.
because the normal thing that you reach the next shot calm, rest, not tired. If you
Okay.
if you are going to make a shot tired, it's a very bad sin, because the
Okay.
muscles and the psychology things involved is not going, your body's not going to respond like a
Okay.
like if you were, rest.
Okay. Okay.
So yes, you lose pounds. It depends on how long is the golf course, how many holes you're playing. If you are
Okay.
going with your bag, carrying your bag, or with a trolley. If you are going in the little car, wow, it's
Okay.
easier.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for
Exactly.
that's for very old people. And I know
Okay.
people from 70 years old. I mean, people 70 years old, 16, 5, 16, maybe, and maybe uh, 80 years old, that they don't use that little car, and they go
Wow.
with that, carrying their
That's
bags,
amazing.
because they are in a very good shape. Yeah, you lose some
Okay.
pounds.
Okay. Okay.
It's not like playing soccer, playing
No.
football, or but yes, you
But I
do.
think, I think,
You end tired.
okay, yeah, I can imagine. So for me, the most important is that at the end you lose weight, and at the end you can do great business. But
And drink
say
some beers at the end.
exactly. So you can have a great friends. Tony,
Yeah,
I want to much. I think I won't convince you to hike with me.
maybe
I'm
no
so
more than five
nervous.
kilometers.
I need an energetic sport. So if I think someday I will try it for sure. From someday I will try it. When I will visit you in Madrid, for sure I will ask you to take me to at least to try to hit a ball. Um,
I
and again,
promise you.
Tony, thank you so much for this
I
interview.
promise you that if we get together sometimes on the golf on the driving range, and I tell you the basic things about the golf swing, I know that you will hit it good and you will start liking golf.
Okay, you know what? I take that as a
As a
word, and I'll
as a
give you my word
challenge.
as a challenge. And also, we will do a live program. Me trying to learn from you how to hit a ball. So
Okay.
that's a challenge. That's a new potential live program.
Okay.
Tony, Tony, thank you so much. It was a real pleasure to talk to you, and wishing you a great day.
Thank you, Jordi, for the opportunity to talk about golf, about, I mean, being in your channel, which I like because, you have the niche. You're doing something that you like and showing the people, and, showing the people that they can join you to have that good experience and enjoying the nature things of life, like you walking on the wood or the forest.
Yeah. And I think that I should make a video with Kulo Clean. What do you think about that?
Well, we'll be interested. Yeah, I would give it a like for sure.
Hey, Tony, before I close this connection, can I ask you to please say
I know what
Colon,
you're going to.
maldita madre?
Okay, I got no choice. Colón, tu maldita madre.